I'm drooling.
What's up, everybody? Ew, I hate myself. Was popping. Gross. That was gross. What's up, everybody? It's Kristen. Duh. So today I wanted to talk to you about. You already know what I'm going to talk about. Why am I trying to explain? It's in the title. You already know what I'm going to talk about. I got lip injections, and this video is so long overdue. I got them done maybe about a month ago. A lot of people don't notice a difference. I see a little bit of a difference, but on a day-to-day basis, I'm not like, oh. Now, when I first went to get them, of course, they were swollen, and I was like, they're gonna know, which is totally fine with me. Basically, if the money is spent, I'm not going to try to hide it. I'm going to be very open about it, and I really just wanted to get in here and let you guys know about my experience. I actually went with one of my friends, and her experience was a lot different than what mine was. So I kind of just wanted to talk about that. I do have some video clips of the day that we went, and then pictures and videos of what my lips looked like the following days. I think I went up to 3 days. I could be so wrong about that. I don't know. I got sick of filming it. Basically, I'm just going to take you from start to finish and let you know about my experience and also let you know about my friend's experience. And yeah, enjoy. I hate that I just did that. All right, so I just want to start out by saying that this has been a long awaited journey. My friend and I have talked about doing this for years, and me personally, I didn't not like my lips, but I always wanted to know what it was like to have injections. I love the look of full lips. Not that my lips were very small from the beginning. I was happy with them. I wasn't self-conscious about them. It wasn't something that I was really pressed on, but it was this thing that I've just always wanted to do for years, and luckily my best friend also wanted to do it along with me. My friend went in being a little bit not self-conscious, but she was just a little bit weird about her upper lip, and so she wanted to be like full-on Kylie Jenner, which, by the way, a few days after we got these injections, Kylie Jenner then mentioned that she had her fillers dissolved. Now, when I was telling people about wanting to get my fillers, I got a lot of mixed emotions. The people that I thought were going to tell me that I'm being stupid and there's nothing wrong with you, they actually ended up being the people who were the most excited for me, which are the same people that knew that I've always wanted to do this, and it's not something that I'm doing to validate myself or to make me look more attractive to other people. It was just something that I personally wanted to do. But I did get some of those comments from people saying that, you know, you shouldn't do this, there's nothing wrong. And I think a lot of people have this weird perception about fillers. They think that you can't go back and get it undone. With lip fillers, you can actually get them in, and if you're not happy with them, you can get them dissolved. The fillers themselves are actually made up of hyaluronic acid and a bunch of other stuff that I don't know about, but the main thing is hyaluronic acid. Basically, if you're not happy with your fillers, there is another product that you can get injected into your lips that will dissolve it. I'm not sure of the name, but I'll put it right here. But yeah, so it's super simple to get taken away. Is that proper grammar? But it is totally reversible. So if I were to come out of there looking absolutely crazy and I hated the way my lips looked, I could just as easily go back and get it taken out. So that was one of the big things that made me think, why not? Why wouldn't I do this? Of course, I was a little bit nervous, but why wouldn't I do it? It's something that I've always wanted to do, and I had the perfect opportunity to take advantage of that. When we went in, we were there for 5 minutes. We signed in, gave all of our information, and then we were taken back to the room together, which I was so happy about. I was so scared that I would have to do it by myself for some reason. We sat down with the nurse. Her name was Kelly, and she was the most amazing nurse. She made everything seem so seamless, and she just made me so excited and happy about doing this. I was not nervous at all after speaking with her. She asked us what our goals were with our lips, and then she gave us some more information on which fillers would be best for each of us, and we came down to the conclusion that I would be getting Juvederm Velour and my friend would be getting Juvederm HD, Ultra HD. And then she put the numbing cream on. That was interesting. So the numbing cream was so serious. When she was going to put the numbing cream on, she actually pulled out those little buckets that they give you at hospitals for when you throw up. And I was like, it's that serious that I'm going to throw up? And she laughed and said, no, it's because you're going to drool. We drooled. At first, we refused to open our mouths because it was so strong that it was making our whole mouth numb on the inside. My tongue was numb. I couldn't feel anything. And it made me feel a little bit better about getting needles poked into my face because I couldn't tell you where my mouth was on my face if I wasn't looking in a mirror.
I don't know where my mouth is. I literally don't know where my mouth is. Huh?
It's over here.
Turn the camera around on yourself.
So my friend and I were actually like humming back and forth, trying to speak, and then we realized, oh, we have our phones, we can just text.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, my whole mouth was just so numb that I just started talking because there was no point in trying to stop it from going inside anymore. So then Kelly comes in and she starts with my friend Steph. Now, Steph had a completely different experience. She said that each time the needle went in, it felt like a 7 on a scale of 1 to 10 of pain. She bled a little bit. I wouldn't say it was a lot. I wouldn't say it was a very, very little bit. But yeah, there was some bleeding as expected. Now, when I went in, I felt absolutely nothing. But I did make the mistake of burning my lip the day before. Not that I did that on purpose, but of course that would happen to me the day before I get needles in my lips. So I burned my lip right up here. I didn't want to tell her because I was so afraid that she was going to tell me that I couldn't get the injection. So I was just like,
I'm not gonna mention it. I'm just gonna suck it up.
And every time she put the needle in, I felt absolutely nothing. Once she did get to that sore spot where it was burned, of course I felt it, but it was maybe about a 4, but it really wasn't that bad. There were a few more pokes that she was going more into my skin that I was like, okay, that was a little bad. But yeah, the whole experience, I would totally do it again. It wasn't traumatizing. I did bleed a little bit, but I was so happy afterwards that it was just so worth it. When I got home, I sat around for a little bit and I decided to give you guys a little update. So here's that. So this is my 1 hour update. We finished around 4 o'clock and it's 5 now, and I'm very swollen. They will not stay like this. They're definitely gonna go down within the next, like, they said like 72 hours, you'll get a better idea of what they look like. So yeah, this is my hour update. They're pretty big. It kind of looks off right here because to even out each side, she had to put like more in this side for it to look like this side. And so there's gonna be like some like kind of unevenness, but that will go down and it'll all be fine, and I'm so excited. So that night we actually ended up going to our friend Katie's house. She had just moved into a new apartment, so we all went over there, my friends and I, and we hung out, and Steph and I are there with our big swollen lips. Mine felt like it was almost like a sunburn all over my mouth. And you know when you get sunburn and you put aloe or lotion on and it just sucks the moisture right up? That's what was happening. It was sucking up all of the moisture of everything that I put on it. For Steph's birthday, actually, I made her a lip injection survival kit, and I used this stuff called Arnica cream, which is supposed to help with swelling and bruising, and that was, you know, obviously a big concern with getting our lips done and having to go to work the following Monday, which we did this on a Friday afternoon. So we had Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday to recover. I was slapping on that Arnica cream and it was just sucking it right up. My lips were constantly dry. It just felt like a sunburn, and I could talk. Everything was fine. Eating was fine. It was just like I could notice there was something wrong. Not wrong. It wasn't wrong. It was just different. It wasn't normal. My body was going through something. That night I put my Arnica cream on, I went to sleep, and I just so happened to wake up around 3:30 in the morning because I was super thirsty. I went to go pick up my water bottle and I took a sip of it and it just dribbled down my whole face. I had completely forgotten that I got my lips done for some reason. So I go to look at myself in my phone camera because I'm not getting up and going to look in a mirror at 3:30 in the morning. And this is what I see. So obviously my lips flared up overnight, and they did tell us that the second day was going to be the worst of the swelling. So I was kind of prepared for it. I wasn't freaking out. There was nothing scary about it because I knew that this was going to happen. Fast forward to the next morning, I wake up and I actually had to go into work for about 15-20 minutes to do something, and I was so nervous that my face was going to be crazy because I was going to be talking with a customer, and it was just something I had to deal with. Luckily, I woke up and my lips were basically back to normal. I clearly did have some swelling, but it didn't look like I had just gotten my lips done. It just looked like I had them done before. It wasn't like red or bruising, which, by the way, I only got one little bruise on my lip. I could have sworn I was going to get a big one, but it ended up going away so fast, and I am so thankful for that. I checked in on Steph and she sent me a Snapchat, and her lips were so swollen. We had two completely different experiences. Her lips were flared up, the bruising was pretty bad. So even though we went to the same exact nurse on the same exact day and the same exact situation, did the same thing that night, you know, it's just people have different reactions to this stuff. And she does have sensitive skin for the most part, and I don't have that issue, so that could be a part of, you know, why that happened. So Sunday comes and swelling's gone down a little bit more. Okay, so I realize that I look a little wild right now. I've been out in the sun all day and I did not put any makeup on. But I realized that I did not film any type of update yesterday or all day today. So this is pretty much how it's been. I woke up this morning and it was a bit uncomfortable, but not really, especially not compared to Friday night, which was when I had the most swelling. Luckily by Monday I was basically where I am today. Like I said, a lot of people can't really tell that I got my lips done. There were, like, in the first week I could feel the swelling, so I would be like, hey, if you notice anything weird, I got my lips done, I'm sorry. But yeah, I was so happy that I did it, and I would not change it for the world. I actually really want to go back and get more because I kind of got spoiled by the swelling. The nurse, Kelly, did say that she can tell which ones will be back for more because they fall in love with their swollen lips, and then it goes down and they're like, give me that back. My swollen lips were like my ideal lip, but I didn't want to freak anybody out. Like, just go right in, get those big mama slapped on there. So yeah, I'm so glad I did it, and if there are other questions that I didn't cover, I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. Just let me know. I feel like I had a whole list of things that I wanted to talk about, and I completely forgot about that as soon as I pressed record. So yeah, I just really wanted to pop in, make this video, and talk about my journey with my lips, and I'm sure that won't be the last time that it happens. So, bye.